Hello, my name is Diane Wittry, and I'm the conductor of the Allentown Symphony Orchestra. And I want to welcome you to Miller Symphony Hall at Home, where we're having some videos that are featuring members of the Allentown Symphony Orchestra for you to enjoy at home. The video that we featured this week is Scheherazade by Rimsky Korsakov. And Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov was part of what we call the Russian Five, the mighty five Russian composers who really changed the course of the music writing in Russia at that time period. So we have Rimsky-Korsakov, Modest Mussorgsky, Alexander Borodin, Mily Balakiev, and Cesar Cui. And at the end of the Allentown Symphony concert series this season coming up, we're going to feature an entire concert featuring all the music of these composers. But for the video that you're going to be watching, this is Scheherazade. It was a performance that the Allentown Symphony did in February 2018. Features our wonderful concertmaster, Eliezer Gutman. And I have an interview that I've done with him that you can watch right after this. And this piece, Scheherazade, was written in 1888. And Rimsky-Korsakov always loved the exotic sounds of music from the Far East. And when he was a child, he dreamed of going there. And later on, he did visit many of these places. He was in the Navy for a while. And he tried to capture the essence of the different types of instruments. You hear a lot of tambourines and dance type music. And he was inspired by the story of the Arabian Nights, the 1001 Nights with the very famous character Scheherazade. And these were Arabic folk tales and Persian folk tales that had been around for centuries and mostly were told word of mouth. And then in about 1706, they were actually translated into English, and at that point really became well known throughout the world. And with this music, Rimsky-Korsakov wrote a symphonic work that is in 4 movements, 4 sections. And we know these sections with their sort of subtitles that he had listed with the music. So the first movement was called The Sea and Sinbad's Ship. The second movement was called The Story of the Prince Calendar. The third movement, The Young Prince and the Princess. And the last movement had multiple titles written throughout. It was called The Festival of Baghdad, and then The Sea, the ship breaks on the rocks, and then the cliffs surrounded by the bronze horseman. What's interesting is later on he kind of went back and forth of whether he was going to have these descriptive titles or whether you were just going to enjoy the music. At one point, he actually just wanted to call the movements Prelude, Ballade, Adagio, and Finale. So he's a person that wanted you to experience this music in your own way. The one thing that I think he did define is that the solo violin was the character Scheherazade, and that is played so beautifully by Eliezer Gutman. So enjoy the Allentown Symphony Orchestra's performance of Rimsky-Korsakov's Scheherazade. Thank you.